Well, we are in a garden at night. Are we in jeopardy? Are we in danger?
We're good.
We're fine? We got big lights on us. It's like a target right now.
We're good. I mean, we have video evidence of something happened.
You are listening to the Pure World Podcast, and today we have Whitney.
Hi. Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Where are we here today?
Sunny Point Cafe, Asheville, North Carolina.
Sunny Point Cafe, Asheville, North Carolina. How long have you been in North Carolina for?
My whole life, so 20 years.
Where were you born?
Mission Hospital.
In Asheville?
In Asheville.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know much about Asheville. Sounds a lot like Nashville, like a knockoff version.
Oh, it's not the knockoff. It's way better.
In what way? So Nashville it's got this like really rich culture. That's where we actually just came from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And they're like all about like country music. It's the Country Music Hall of Fame. How would you describe Asheville? Like to somebody who knows literally nothing about it, what does Asheville mean?
It's just a very like liberal arts city.
Okay.
Yeah. So like Nashville is very like country, that type of vibe. And then you come to Asheville and it's like, it's hippie. That's like the best way to explain it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you attribute Asheville for your sense of style and fashion?
Yeah. And the beach. So
yeah. Like if you grew up somewhere else, do you think you'd have a completely different sense of style?
Honestly, I don't know, because when I was like up until like my senior year of high school, I dressed completely different than Asheville people. And then I just kind of like changed my way.
Interesting.
So I feel like it kind of had an effect because I saw it a lot. So I was like, I like that. So I don't know.
Huh. Interesting. Well, for those of the people who are listening and don't really know much about you, do you have like a little spiel about, who is Whitney?
I'm me.
True.
That's the best way I can describe it. I don't know.
I feel like watching you from like social media, just the first thing that I notice is you've got a great sense of fashion.
Yeah.
And style. And overall just like positive vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, except my style right now, I kind of look a little, I should have, worn a good outfit.
No, it's cool. I feel like it's a casual, chill outfit.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a casual, chill outfit too.
That's true.
Just a hoodie.
That's true.
I don't dress up really for anybody.
Me either. Not anymore.
For me personally, fashion and style. I've got an interesting relationship with fashion and style because I want to look good, but at the same time, it takes effort. For me, it takes extra energy to like look good. And like, for example, even just shaving my face is something that I know makes me look better and more put together. But if I didn't have to do it, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like if I'm traveling and when I was in Nepal, I wouldn't shave because like, who cares,
That's how I am at the beach. Like at the beach, I don't do anything to like my hair. I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. I don't know these people here.
Right. Which beaches do you like to go to, or what's the beach town that you've gone to most?
Oh goodness, definitely Dirty Myrtle.
Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, my family loves it.
What's Myrtle Beach like?
It's definitely like undescribable.
Do they have a boardwalk?
Yeah. But it's very...
Are there rides on the boardwalk?
Yeah, it's called like the Strip, and there's like...
that's sick though.
Yeah.
That's like an iconic
it's
beach
scary
thing, but to have rides on a boardwalk...
Yeah. They're kind of like, they have like the big like Skywheel, and then the rest of the rides are kind of like across the road.
Okay.
But yeah.
Huh. And like, are there cool shops, or like, why do you say it's scary? What do you mean?
It's just scary.
Are the people scary?
No, the vibe.
Interesting.
It's not got a good vibe. Yeah.
What would you say to somebody who's from Myrtle Beach and loves it?
Well, I can see like them loving it because like down on North Myrtle, it's a lot better. It's more like where everybody lives, like on down that way. So like I could see them loving like Myrtle, but like the actual Myrtle Beach part is just so crowded and nasty.
Interesting.
That I would be like, how do you live here?
But you go to visit it.
Yeah. Only because my family goes. If I had the choice,
Why
I
does your
would
family
not go to
go?
Myrtle.
There's got to be something.
There's the one thing about Myrtle that's like good about it is there's so many things for different ages. And see, I have 3 younger sisters, and so they enjoy it, and it's just always been the family spot for a lot of people too.
I mean, it's nationally known and recognized.
Yeah.
I would put it on like the level of like Jersey Shore.
Yeah, it's like the Jersey Shore. I've been to the Jersey Shore too.
Any boardwalk with rides on it is crazy. That is a crazy concept. It's so epic, and it's something that you would see in like a movie.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen that many times in many places.
Yeah.
That's truly like an American trope.
Yeah. The Jersey Shore boardwalk is way better than the Myrtle Beach one, because like the Jersey Shore, has the ones like kind of like off, or I don't know if they still have the one that's on the pier.
Yep.
But they had that, and like Myrtle, literally like the only thing is just like the sky wheel next to like the sand.
Got it. Getting back a little bit into who Whitnee is. What are you a student? Are you?
Yeah, I'm a cosmetology student.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you love it?
I like it. It's what I wanted to do since I was 6. So,
okay. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Why have you wanted to do that for so long?
It just, when I was little, it caught my eye. Like I used to watch my mom's hairdresser. I used to just stand there and watch her because it was so like satisfying to me, and it looked fun.
Right.
So, yeah.
What is presenting yourself in a good way mean to you? Like that's, to me, that's what cosmetology means, is like kind of like what you look like.
Yeah.
And that can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people.
Yeah.
Like, what are your thoughts on just the concept of looking like, I don't know, people look differently, and people care about their looks in different ways. Like from me to you to Emma and Miguel, we all care and think about our looks in different ways.
Yeah. I definitely think like my mom always told me, this is funny, but always told me you never get another chance to make a first impression. So I definitely think like presenting yourself when you do stuff in like a good, like very like put together type of way is good.
Totally.
Because, you never know who you're going to meet or like anything.
No, it's so true. The first impression, I've screwed that up for sure.
Me too. I mean.
But the one thing that you can't screw up is what you look like, I guess, on the first impression. Like you can mess up something you say, but like the way you look.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to mess up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Yep.
What's your favorite part of cosmetology?
Color in people's hair.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What are the most popular colors?
Honestly, I don't know. Probably darker colors. Okay. Blonde for sure for a lot of people.
Right.
But
right. I feel like you can go through like waves in your life where you want to like change your hair color. Like go blonde, go brunette.
Yeah. That's
try out
one
redhead,
thing.
try pink hair.
That's one thing about me. I've always been blonde. I've never I've wanted to go darker, but everybody's always told me no.
What about like,
which is good.
What about like blue?
Oh, I have had purple hair, and I've had like pink money pieces, which are like the hairs on the front. So I have had that, but it was temporary.
and that's obviously a trend across the world. Coloring your hair pink and blue, which is unnatural. Why do you think people do that?
It's a way to express yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Express like your creativity.
Is that why you did it?
I was just bored.
And you could do it, right? You could do whatever you want with the way that you look.
Yeah.
Kind of like tattoos.
My favorite.
Yeah? So how many tattoos do you have?
Oh my goodness. 1, 2.
Ballpark it.
Like 8.
8, okay.
Yeah, 1, 2.
And when did you get your first tattoo?
When literally like 5 days after I turned 18.
Because you could?
Yeah.
Or
and all my sisters have like little heart. And so we all have the heart. And it was my first tattoo.
Do you find that tattoos are like a type of cosmetology?
Definitely. I feel like a lot of because cosmetology is like the one career where you can like fully express yourself without like getting like judged for it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like tattoos are like a huge thing that cosmetologists like have.
Right. I mean, I guess when I think of cosmetology, I don't even think of the career of cosmetology.
Yeah.
I think of just like the idea and the philosophy,
Yeah.
I guess, of cosmetology, where it's like perfecting the way you want to look.
Yeah.
And like embodying it and like living it out and being able to intentionally like look the way you intend to look.
Yeah.
And so it's more than a career or an industry for me. For me, it's like a philosophy. And that's why I brought up the tattoos as like a part of cosmetology, because it affects the way you look and the way that other people see you, for sure.
Yeah.
But do you get tattoos, or do you do cosmetology, and do you improve the way you look or change the way you look for other people or for yourself? Like the tattoos.
Yeah, those are definitely for like myself.
Right.
Yeah. Everything I do is pretty much for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would do that like you think is commonly recognized as like unattractive, or like those, like I don't even know how to like ask that question, but like something that's like totally off the beaten path?
I definitely want like I don't know. I'm trying to like think, because there's like a lot, so I'm trying to choose like the best one. I might like definitely like matte locks.
Matte locks.
Yeah, with like my hair.
Okay. Yeah. I don't even know what that is.
It's just like dreadlocks, but not that like far taken.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean, and I've definitely seen people on like social media with them, and it looks great. I mean, at the end of the day, I was having a conversation about style with a friend yesterday.
Yeah.
And he said confidence never goes out of style. You gotta
fake it till you make it
Isn't
sometimes.
that a crazy concept?
Yeah.
Whatever you do, if you do it with confidence, you can get away with it.
Yep.
Except for murder.
True.
Except for murder.
Except for murder.
So there was a murder in the Publix down the street?
Ingalls. Honestly, I don't know if that's true. Is it true? Yeah. I've just always heard it.
They are nodding yes, it did happen. Is there like, what's the crime like in Asheville? I'm interested in like, honestly, I'm interested in every aspect of Asheville. Like, let's talk about it.
Asheville, most everybody you meet is very nice. It's a very like welcoming city, which I love. Like, we pretty much welcome everybody with like open arms.
Yep.
The crime kind of is a little bad, but in like certain areas. But I mean, crime's bad everywhere nowadays. So, I mean, I've lived here my whole life, so I've never let like the crime stop me. But there are a lot of like shootings and stuff in Asheville. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know why? Like what the shootings are over? Is it gang violence?
I think it's gang related. Yeah. And probably, I don't know if it's drugs, but probably, I don't know.
Well, we are in a garden at night. Are we in jeopardy? Are we in danger?
We're good.
We're fine? We got big lights on us. It's like a target right now.
We're good. I mean, wait, we have video evidence of something happened.
Well, let's hope nothing happens. Okay. All right. What about the food? Is there like a food of Asheville or North Carolina or the Carolinas?
I don't know. I don't pay that much attention to this state.
Like in Nashville, they have this thing called hot chicken. Up in Maine, we've got lobster, which is like iconic. I mean, New England, there's like clam chowder. It's like...
Asheville's is probably like a cheeseburger.
There's nothing more American than that.
Honestly, I don't know what Asheville's food would be.
Huh. Okay.
I've never thought about that.
What about the art scene? And like, why do you think it's so artsy here?
I don't know.
Is there a good art school or something?
No, I don't think there's a art school here. I don't know.
Maybe it was cheap. Sometimes what happens is there's cheap real estate.
Yeah.
And who can afford cheap real estate? Artsy people.
I did not know that.
And then they come in and then they paint their wall and make a mural on the side of a building, and then it becomes hip.
It's pretty sick in Nashville, all the art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Museums are just like street
There's
art?
art museums, but most of the time it's like street art. But the street art is like the coolest thing to me.
Well, I guess I'm here and I'm visiting Asheville. So like I want to know if you have any recommendations. Like what do you I really truly have not spent much time in Asheville proper.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of my time outside in the suburbs of Asheville, up in the mountains, and I don't come into Asheville that often.
Any hikes that you can go to, take them.
Mm-hmm.
Because like there's so many waterfalls, there's so many mountain views here.
Right.
You don't want to miss them.
Okay. Yeah. That
Just
sounds
explore all of the art. Like I don't really do anything indoors here. Everything's pretty much like outside. Go see sunsets. Go on
Nice.
hikes. I kind of slacked on those this year, but go for drives and just feel the vibe of it and go see all the art.
awesome. Okay.
And yeah.
Downtown is this street that we're on right now the hippest street per se, or
No, the River Arts District is probably
River Arts District
Yeah.
is like the must-see street for us to stop by.
It's sick. It's pretty cool.
Okay, and what street are we at right now?
We're on Haywood Road in West.
So Haywood Road is a cool road to
It's
check
pretty
out too.
cool. Yeah, they have a bunch of cool little shops.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What was it like going to high school here?
Oh my God, horrible.
How big is your high school?
Not that big.
Do you know how many in your class graduating?
Oh, I have no idea. I hated it, so I did not pay attention to anybody
Okay.
or even the
Interesting.
school.
You hated the people, or
I hated
like the
the-
people in your grade, or like the school system?
Everything.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was just a horrible high school.
Is there something that you would recommend they could do better?
Get new people in there. Like
Okay.
new, like not teachers, but like when I was there, the like principal and all that was really didn't do
Okay.
a good
Yeah.
job, but
Right. Yeah, I guess the faculty makes such a difference.
yeah, it does.
How about the funding? Do you feel like for example, my high school, we didn't have Wi-Fi or air conditioning.
I mean, North Buncombe was pretty good about that. I guess I didn't really like pay attention enough. I honestly can't remember like half of my high school experience though. But
You just blocked it out.
I did. I blocked it out. I hated it that bad.
Fair enough. Did you do sports in high school, or what did you do in your free time?
I cheered up until my freshman year, and then I quit.
Okay.
And that after I quit cheer is when I like focused on myself and found out that like I was a completely different person than I was like all throughout like high school.
You found yourself.
Yeah. After I quit like cheerleading, which is weird.
What
because,
did
like,
you learn about yourself? Like, what was that transition like? That's
I
fascinating.
Definitely like figured out that like what my beliefs were and like everything like that, like the way I saw life, because like when like cheerleading was a very like everybody kind of like thought the same when I cheered. Now it's a little different, but when I cheered it was like a very everybody believed the same type of things most of the time and like all of that. And so I was like kind of sucked into that view of life because I had cheered my whole life. Like
Right.
for 14 years I
Yeah.
cheered. And so I was always sucked into like what they thought, and I started to turn into
It's groupthink.
yeah.
Just come together. Monoculture
Yeah.
would be another word.
Yeah. And so when I quit, I just ventured off by myself and like figured out that I'm completely different than who I was pretending to be.
What would you say to somebody who's in that phase of their life right now, kind of having a hard time?
Just go along as it goes, because each day you're going to figure out different things and it's not going to be easy. And you just literally have to take it day by day.
Perseverance.
Yeah.
Just keep on going.
Keep going.
It's a windy road.
It is. It's a roller coaster.
And there's going to be fun times and,
And
not so
really
fun
bad times
Yeah, but
where-
eventually you'll get off that roller coaster
Yeah.
and be glad you got on. That's
You'll be
deep.
very happy. Making it sad.
All right, what else? What else do we got? What else is interesting in your life?
Honestly, I probably have a very boring life.
No, you're a cosmetologist,
Yeah, but
or studying to be one.
yeah.
What is your vision for like after you finish studying? Do you have any like idea of what that looks like? Do you go and work for another like are they called agencies or what are
Yeah, like salons.
Salons.
Yeah, so I definitely go work in a salon underneath someone and like assist for like a year and learn more and really get to like know the knowledge of like cosmetology.
Right.
And then go out on my own.
How long do you think someone has to stay in a salon before they're ready to like spread their wings?
I think it depends on like
Yeah.
every person. It
Right.
just depends. Yeah.
Are there different types of salons that do different things?
Yeah, like some salons like specialize in like certain things and others like don't.
And do you have an idea of what kind of what you would like to
Yeah, I want to specialize
Specialize in?
in blonding and extensions.
blonding.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Nice. It's a good niche.
Yeah.
Like you put yourself in that pocket where anybody who wants to go get blonded.
They come to me.
Yeah. You create your own little army of blonde
Yeah.
people. Interesting. What about like nails?
No.
No.
I'm horrible at them.
Really?
Yeah. I
Okay.
shake.
You shake. Oh, you couldn't be like a surgeon.
No.
Okay. You always
I'd
thought you
actually
were.
kill someone.
You always knew you were going to be a cosmetologist
Pretty much, yeah.
before 6. Like, was there any other offshoot? Like, was there any
Vet
likelihood
tech.
of vet tech?
Yeah.
So you like animals?
I love animals.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
Except
your
for frogs.
just frogs?
No, there's a few I don't like. I don't like things that jump.
True.
Yeah, they scare me.
What about snakes?
I think snakes are very like cool to look at, but don't give me
Right.
any run.
Right.
I have a snake tattoo. So
Oh, so you like them?
yeah, they're pretty cool. But don't let them near me.
Have you ever seen one out in the wild?
Yeah, I actually was wakeboarding one time when I was little and one went across my wakeboard.
How? What? How big was it?
It was a tiny little water snake, but like I was like
Still.
8 at the time, so it was terrifying.
For me, what I don't understand about snakes is that they just move in such an unpredictable way.
They do. And they're fast and they just go
And they're
all
fast,
around.
and they don't have legs for me to like follow. They just kind of float, even on Earth.
Yeah.
Like they float their way along.
Yeah, I think they can jump. Can't like some snakes jump?
I heard they can jump 2 times their length.
Oh my
So
god.
if it's a 6-foot snake, thing's got
Oh,
got ups.
it'd get me definitely.
Yeah, I've actually been. Yeah, our Uber driver, right when we came in here, our Uber driver talked about snakes and,
Really?
and that we have to be careful. And if that,
Yeah, they are
if you
pretty
get
bad
hit
here.
by a what did he say? Like a copperhead or something.
Rattlesnake.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Like you're screwed.
Yeah, they're bad here. We always get black snakes in my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How big are those?
Pretty big. Yeah, they're always found in my dad's room.
No. Do you know anybody who's ever been bit by like a venomous snake?
I don't.
Have you
No.
heard stories?
Not really.
No. Okay. Fair enough. I haven't heard either. That's why I'm interested. Okay. If you could go anywhere on Earth right now, you get a teleportation device. Where would you go?
Bali. Yeah, or like Greece.
True that.
Yeah,
Which one?
probably Bali.
Bali?
Yeah.
Just because you've heard it's really.
Yeah, it just like
place to
so
be.
like peaceful and good vibes.
Isn't it interesting how each different place has the vibes that
Yeah.
are associated with it,
Yeah.
and it's like unique to that
Yeah.
spot. Because for me, Bali and Greece have 2 different
Completely,
essences.
yeah.
Like Bali, you go and do yoga.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, like a yoga retreat. Kind of like in the jungle, but you're also on the ocean,
Yeah,
like the beach.
that's awesome.
Do a little bit of surfing. Yeah, I think Bali would be cool.
Yep.
Greece would be interesting as well.
Greece would be cool, yeah.
Where's the coolest place you have been? Do you
I've
have
barely
one?
been anywhere.
Myrtle?
Totally.
Yeah. Is it Myrtle? It could
No,
be. It could also
no.
be like a low key place. Like it could be like literally like a garden or something.
I don't know. I've been to a lot of cool places, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely anywhere in Asheville is a cool place, whether you want it to be or not.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of lucky because I live in a very cool.
yeah.
place.
Yeah. You don't really have to go too far
Yeah.
for stuff. I think there was like a topic that we talked about like a while ago, maybe a year ago. I think it was called spiritual cosmetology.
Oh yes, where you figure out like how to like read people's like energy through their like head.
I don't even know what it means. Like, let's
honestly,
talk about it.
I was gonna do that, and then it kind of just like slipped my mind. And,
Interesting.
Yeah. So now it's
But
like
what is it? What does that mean?
you can like read people through like their hair. I don't know. I heard this guy talk about it because he came to like my school to talk about it, but he was creepy, so we never got to talk to him again.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's almost like what is it called where they like read people's minds?
Mind reader?
Yeah, but
Well, that's
like,
pretty
like not a what are they? Like a gypsy? Something?
Yeah, I think it's a gypsy.
It could be. I hope that's not like a derogatory
I hope
term.
not either.
I don't know. If it did, that's a microaggression.
Yeah. What is it?
I don't know, but like a mind reader, like you'd go and you'd get your palm read.
Yeah.
You know?
What? A psychic?
Psychic.
Is it a psychic?
Yeah, I would say so. And so do you
Yeah.
think psychics use a level of cosmetology, like to like look at somebody in the way that they're presenting themselves, down to their sneakers, you know, like down
Yeah.
to their footwear, they could probably capture
Yeah, like sense.
knowledge about
Yeah.
each person, the way that their fingernails are cut. You know what I mean? The way that their eyelashes are.
Yeah.
And their eyebrows and their teeth, maybe even. Like,
My stylist better not be reading my whole background.
probably knows a lot more about
She already
you.
knows a lot about
Wait,
me.
you have a stylist? You have your own stylist?
Well, she's a hairstylist.
I've been thinking about getting myself a stylist.
I wish she was my actual stylist, but she just does my
Like,
hair and everybody's
would you
hair.
ever, like, that's a thing, right? Like, people have
You can have your own personal stylist, yeah.
Because I don't, like, have the time to buy my own clothes,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
You could definitely get one. I wish
Yeah.
I had one.
Secondhand. Like, they could buy, like, secondhand stuff.
Yes.
And, like, they scour the...
They go to the thrift stores and have to do all the digging in the nasty bins.
Yeah. And what if they had like a handful of clients? Like they had like 10 clients and like they just go to thrift stores all over and they're like, oh, that would be good for Andrew. And this would be good for Jessica. And this would be good for Vanessa. You know, like
Yeah, that'd be a cool job.
they like
honestly.
understand the vibes that each of their clients are looking for. And then and then this person goes and gets great bargains.
That'd be awesome. I might do that as a side job.
You should.
That'd be cool.
You can do it for me. I'll give you my sizes
Okay.
and all of that stuff. And if you see cool stuff. But like I was in St. Augustine, Florida.
Yeah.
And right down the street from my hotel was this surf shop. And there was this surf shop and there was a back room which had all secondhand stuff.
That's
and
awesome.
I bought a whole summer wardrobe.
Seriously?
Yeah, and I never really buy things for myself, but I also wanted to do them a solid, and I
Yeah.
also like super respected that they had a whole collection of secondhand,
yeah.
like elegantly picked out, perfect
That's
for this like
awesome.
beach vibe.
Yeah.
And I was like, whatever's my size, I want,
Yeah.
you know. And so
That's
I
awesome.
enjoyed that, but like they literally had my style because it was
Yeah.
a surf shop and it was on the beach,
Yeah.
and like that's like kind of the vibe that I would like.
Yeah.
And so anything that was my size, I'll take.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've never been to like a thrift store at the beach,
Yeah,
but
they must exist.
that's definitely the beach is more like my vibe than.
Do you, okay, interesting. Do you guys have cool thrift stores here?
I honestly mostly just go to Goodwill and it's always like a hit or miss.
And you just have
But
to like,
yeah,
go
we
through it.
have like I feel like we have more consignment shops and they kind of like are not on the cheaper side. Like yeah, they're secondhand, but like they're kind of like you're paying kind of the same price for something
right?
new. So
Yeah, like those boutique like
Yeah.
secondhand shops where
yeah,
I know
I don't
exactly
really
what
like
you mean.
those. Yeah,
And I wonder if the surf shop that I went to was like that because I was paying like $20 for
yeah.
A
See,
big-
that's like decent, but like the ones here will like sell stuff for like $70 up to $100, and it's
Right.
like I'll just buy something.
right
new,
at that point. Yeah, at
unfortunately,
that
yeah.
point, like I could get something a little bit less designer.
Yeah,
That's brand new.
yeah,
Secondhand is definitely more sustainable.
yeah.
Like we've got so much clothing on
On
The
this
planet.
planet that needs. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's obviously a problem that people will start to figure out eventually.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's more I feel like it must be more economic to not have to build a brand new piece of clothing
Yeah.
than to just ship the one that already
That
exists
already is-
to
yeah.
the person who needs it.
I
So-
definitely think, yeah, we need to like recycle the clothing and stop making like new things because we can easily take pieces of clothing that's just like literally dumped and turn it into one of these big brands and that be like their like material.
Totally. Yeah, that's fascinating. I mean, like, I wonder if there could be. Imagine if there was a place where there were machines where you could like they were like machines, so almost like sewing machines or some sort of machine that is like makes it really easy to convert like a secondhand
Yeah.
piece of clothing, like a fabric, a t-shirt, a pair of jeans, to like flip it into something custom made.
Yeah.
And like you make these hubs where you basically bring in all of the old fabrics
Yeah.
and then you just convert them. And you use artists
Yeah.
to make them great and different.
Yeah. That's what we need.
Yeah. Should we go into business with this?
Should we do it?
I think we should.
Yeah, me too.
No, honestly, thank you so much for joining on this
Yeah.
podcast. How long have we been working together? How long have we known each other?
Like a year, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you get your first Pure World bag? What was that like?
Oh my goodness, I was so excited.
When was it? Like, seriously, I just don't
Honestly,
remember.
I can't remember either. It's probably been 2 years.
Was it a gift or did you win it?
No,
Or were
you reached out to me.
Okay.
Yeah. And asked me to like join the like
the
whole, like,
creator
yeah.
creator program. Wow.
Yeah. And you had called me and we had like talked about everything.
We talked about like taking it to the next steps where like we can build
Yeah.
like products together.
Yeah. And that was a year ago because it was right after I started cosmetology school.
Right.
But I got my bag way before then.
And I definitely remember you have the Zion bag.
Yes. And I take that
Which
thing
is
everywhere.
actually this bag
Yeah.
right here. That bag
It
is
never leaves. Like anywhere I go, it's with me.
right.
Yeah.
Right. We call it the bag for all of life's adventures.
Yep.
Like wherever you're going, you're gonna need to bring at least something.
Something.
A water bottle.
So just throw it in the bag
Throw it in the bag.
and go.
Wallet, speaker, portable
Yeah.
speaker.
Speaker, sunscreen,
Like, what am I gonna
towel.
carry and hold all of these things?
You got to put it in the bag. It's convenient.
It's a bag, and everybody should have a bag.
Everybody
Their
should have a
bag. And we got them for you.
Yep.
pureworldshop.com. No, seriously, thank you so much for doing this with me. Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about before we go? Do you want to shout out anything that you're working on or maybe where people can find you?
I guess my social media, all of it's just Whitney Webb, I think. But I spell my name funny, so it's not with a Y, it's with 2 E's.
True that.
You can find me there. And if you live in Asheville, you can find me just driving around, wandering on the streets.
in Goodwill.
And Goodwill.
No, seriously, thank you so much. And
Thank
I
you for
appreciate
having me.
Yeah, I appreciate everything that you've done with our brand and for coming on and talking to our audience. I'm sure you're going to inspire some people.
I hope so. I'm a little awkward, so
That's okay. Everyone's a little awkward.
yeah, I don't know how to talk to people.
All right. Well, thank you. Thanks for watching.
Yes.
You know where to find us, pureworldshop.com. You can search on YouTube. We've got these podcasts videoed if you're just listening to it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. If you want to support the brand, we've got awesome, sustainably sourced adventure gear at pureworldshop.com. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm Jack.
I'm Whitney.
And this is the Pure World Podcast. Thanks so much. See ya.